Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Crypto Takeover coming back with another Bitcoin analysis video for y'all this evening. We're looking at the 15-minute time frame to start off with. Bitcoin having a nice little sell-off to get us started for the weekend. Definitely some retracement happening down here. Looks like we've came all the way back down to retest the 11.7 area, right around in that key time frame as well. We couldn't quite hold above 11.8. We were kind of just keeping a close eye on 11.8. It did look to be like some resistance for us there, and having a struggle getting past 12K obviously has been the other struggle. So in the previous video, we said we were going to come back up and retest 12K. We came all the way back up to right around 11.97 or 11.9, right around 11,900. So and then we saw some rejection there, and we're starting to see a little bit more of a sell-off. So let's take a look at the chart, see what we can determine, see what might be going on. And if that sounds interesting, stick around. All right, so if you are brand new to this channel, we use the market cipher indicator by CryptoFace alongside with the TI sequential by Tonebase and the market guide buy and sell signal. If you're interested in picking up the market cipher indicator, you can find that link at the top of the description box below. We have released the affiliate program for that. So if y'all want to help support the channel, I would highly appreciate you signing up for Market Cipher under Crypto Takeover's link in the description box. And then other than that, we also have the course, or the Path to Crypto course, which is available. First link in the description, or that link is also at the very top in the description box below too. You can feel free to check it out if you like. It basically is a rundown course of beginning to start, or from beginning to end, getting involved in the crypto space. So if you are brand new to the crypto space, I would highly recommend that you check out the course. This is definitely for you, learning how to store your crypto, how to manage it, what exchanges to trust, and a few other things that we've come across over the past couple of years being inside of the space that I would like to inform other people about before they get started in investing in crypto too. So definitely check out the course. It is available for the early bird special. You can find the link in the description box below. But let's jump back into the charts here really quick. We're taking a look at the 15-minute time frame. We're going to turn on Cipher SR, and we're probably going to turn off our Aldo EMAs, and we'll turn off the TI sequential and market guide. We'll leave on market guide. We'll turn off this one here. Okay, perfect. So we've had this nice little sell-off here ever since our new daily candle opened. It did look like the bears were in control there for the most part, and they have kind of taken this to the downside of seeing some nice trend line breaks there too as well. We could have taken a short back up here too as well, but I really didn't have the time to signal it for the group, so I kind of just waited it out and allowed some time to reoccur. But you could see some nice, definitely some nice signals for us to probably take the short when it was there. I think a few of the Patreon members did end up taking the short, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they're already out of the position. So if you do, or you are interested in trading with us, you can check the Patreon link in the description box below. That link will allow you to join us in our private Discord server. And you can get access to all of our trading in and out of the market too as well. So we're taking a look at let's go on into our 20-minute time frame. 20-minute, and we'll work our way up from there. Some nice trend line breaks here, money flow kind of moving into the red as well. We are seeing a little bit of a bottoming out pattern here on these lower time frames with our big green dots. Our double big green dots indicate what we like to call with market cipher a snake eyes double bottom kind of. So usually when we see these kind of snake eyes appear at the bottom of Cipher B, that can possibly indicate a potential bottom for us. So we're going to keep a close eye on this to see whether or not we'll have a nice little push to the upside here. But we are seeing somewhat of a snake eyes double bottom there on Cipher B. So that's a very good indication that there may not be much more sell-off left, but we're going to keep a close eye on this. This is the lower time frame. So you can see our first sell-off gave us this big green dot down here on the 45-minute. And then our second possible green dot will give us another, it will give us another green dot here on Cipher B2 after this sell-off that did occur. So we had a nice bounce, and then we continued to waterfall sell-off a little bit even after that too. So our furthest sell-off went all the way down to 11.3, and then the other sell-off hit about 11.35. So definitely seeing a little bit more sell pressure than normal, but that is to occur during substantial run-ups like these, all the way up to 12K, selling off, consolidation out to the side, another push back up to retest 11.9, and now seeing a little bit of a sell-off there too. So we'll have to keep a close eye on this. Money flow is also rounding off on the 45-minute too as well. Let's go on into our hourly time frame and see what's happening. Hourly time frame, money flow is just it's still rounding off even here on the 1 hour, so that's something to take note of too. I definitely consider that we will probably still see some more consolidation out to the side. I've stated that these two trend lines, or these two wicks from top to bottom, would probably be our consolidation point right in between 12K and 10.5K. So these will probably be a little bit of more of a consolidation point for us, and for us to come back down and retest 10.5K is not out of the books just yet, but we'll have to look for some clear direction and see whether or not we're going to form some type of pattern in between these two trend lines, or if we're going to just hold support like right at about 11K or so. And I think I've stated on the previous videos of some markers that we kind of want to hold above too. 11.5 is definitely one of those markers that if we end up breaking below 11.5, we'll definitely probably come back down and retest 10K for sure. So seeing a nice consolidation point at probably about the halfway point, right at about 11K, and then Bitcoin deciding a break from one direction or the other from there on out is definitely a possibility. So you can see we had a blood diamond here on the 90-minute too as well. Money flow also starting to sell off just a tad bit. Blue wave is also moving to the bottom side. So money definitely kind of taking their profit right now. It's so to seem. And I do want to stress that Bybit is having their trading competition going on right now. And I honestly feel that we have to be kind of aware of that too, because we're probably going to end up trending sideways so that the traders can, make their profits and have a little bit more of a challenge to them whenever this market moves sideways. And it was probably very well planned about how they ended up planning this out, to make the trading challenge or the trading competition right after this kind of like blow off top too. So I definitely feel that we'll probably end up trading out sideways here to allow those traders in that competition to give them a little bit of a challenge for them too as well. So I definitely look forward to that. It's going to be interesting trying to trade this, but just know that, because that is going on, I definitely feel that there might be some type of whale manipulation going on with the markets too, for the most part. So we'll have to keep a close eye on these markets and see what we can do to try and hedge against that or play with them too as well. Let's go on into our 2-hour time frame here. Nice little clean trend line break here that I've just kind of drawn out. So that's definitely something to keep a close eye on. It does look like we are starting to see that break finally happen, even on our 2-hour. Money flow is also kind of rounding off to the bottom. Blue wave down here. I'd probably want to see a big green dot, and then if we have some retracement, we'll probably end up selling off a little bit more. Just because the money does look like it wants to come out of this market just a tad bit more. But yeah, that's something to also take note of too. Let's turn on our Wells buy and sell signal, and then we'll also turn on our Aldo EMAs and see what's happening here. Aldo EMAs are starting to see a little bit of a waterfall retracement too. That's looking at the 2 hours, so definitely some waterfall retracement that could happen, and maybe a retest on this purple trend line down here on the 2 hour. As we start to zoom out, some of these trend lines will probably have more precedence over the lower time frames too as well. So if we end up breaking those, we'll have to definitely consider a possible redirectional change too in these markets as well. So if you are interested in trading with us, don't forget we have the Patreon page, which is available. Right now we are running a 35% off special. I'll probably end up closing this by the end of the week and things will return back to normal price. But you can join us for the 35% off special if you are interested in trading or just learning a little bit more about trading. I did release the beginner's course, but I want to also make a trading course later on. I feel that there's probably just there's going to be a lot of newer people coming into this space if we do continue up a little bit higher. So I wanted to go ahead and release that beginner's course for all the newer people out there. But I do plan on releasing a trading course too as well in the future. So stay tuned for that. But if you do want to just have live market analysis and also be updated with all my ins and outs of the markets, different altcoins that I'm getting into, on this channel we mainly go over Bitcoin, but I'm constantly looking at other charts. I'm looking at other assets as well too. So this is a great way to keep in touch with me and just learn about my strategies going into this market, to learn a little bit more about my ins and outs also as well, and when I'm taking profit, what I'm leveraging, how I set up my charts, as a bunch of different things too in there as well. So you can come down here and see all the perks and rewards that you'll get when you join our membership page. But you need to be joining through Patreon and then give me your username for Discord, and I will give you access to the Discord server once you've joined. And then also we have our YouTube membership page, which is basically just the page for me to upload all my private videos to. So anything that I give my Patreon members in a private video, I will also upload to the YouTube membership page. It is a little bit cheaper than the Patreon page. So this is just another gateway to get access to some of my private content that I'll provide for the paid members, okay? And you can feel free to join that if you'd like to as well. And then also I am sending out a newsletter here pretty soon, telling people about the Market Cipher affiliate program that just got launched too as well. So feel free to sign up for the newsletter. I also send out updates on there too periodically as well. My last newsletter that I sent out was talking about silver actually, and silver was probably at about 25 cents. Silver is all the way, 25 cents, $25. Silver right now is at almost about $28, looking to touch $30 relatively soon. We are seeing a little bit of retracement in gold and silver as of today, but these are some of the things that you'll get whenever I send out newsletters too as well. So make sure that you're signed up for the free newsletter. A link in the description box. We're also doing a giveaway at 3,000 subs. So whenever we reach 3,000 subs, I'll be doing a drawing. And in order to qualify for that $100 giveaway, you need to be signed up for the newsletter. So we're doing a $100 giveaway in one of our favorite altcoins. And make sure that you provide some contact information so that way I can reach back out to you if you do end up winning. And we can get that $100 worth of one of my favorite altcoins to you too as well. So make sure that you sign up for the newsletter. Links in the description box below. Let's jump back into the charts here really quick. Looking at the 2-hour time frame, definitely seeing some nice breakage here to probably send us back down a little bit lower. We'll go ahead and jump out higher here on these time frames here, looking at the 4-hour and making our way from there. Money flow kind of rounding off just a tad bit. People definitely are taking profits right now for sure. Ever since the 12K retest, we haven't seen that price in over a year. So definitely looking like people are, as money's coming into this market, I feel like this was a kind of nice push from the possible stimulus checks that could get passed again, and people just wanting to invest their money. Well, and then some of those other people that had been in the market for a long time are now taking their profits, but money flow is still looking okay here. I definitely feel that if we do get another stimulus check, we'll probably see more money come into this market too as well. I believe that these stimulus checks aren't going to be announced until the end of the month. So we're going to have a while here of probably some sideways action, maybe some sell-off, people taking profits, not being able to sustain unless they get a little bit of help from the government too as well. So in order for that to happen, you're going to probably see a little bit of sell-off, people wanting to take their profits to pay for things. And then maybe if we do I would say when it does happen, we're probably going to end up getting it, another stimulus package, and then we'll probably see money flow back into this market again to maybe come back up and retest 12K once again. This is just a theory that I have playing out right now, definitely for your own interpretation or not, but that's just my theory on sometimes or what the reasoning of the market pumps that might be, and I believe that it is because of the hyperinflation and the money printing, and Bitcoin is ready there to gobble up all the money and continue up even higher. So let's go into our 8-hour time frame. Money flow still looking really nice here on the 8-hour. Definitely seems like it's ready to peak out. We've had a sell signal here on the 8-hour too as well with our whales buy and sell signal. So something to take note of there. Let's go on into our 12-hour time frame. Still relatively holding support above the 13 EMA. We are starting to dip below a little bit on the 13 EMA. We started to wick through it just a tad bit. We have a purple triangle down here, possibly indicating that we could see a little bit of retracement, a trigger wave that is forming maybe here on the 12-hour too as well. We had this nice little head and shoulders pattern and then a little bit of a sell-off, and now we're starting to see a somewhat of a trigger wave form that could possibly lead to a little bit more of a sell-off too. So that's just something to take note of there. Looking at the 21-hour, let's go on into this time frame. 21-hour, we did have that buy signal there. We have an aggressive 13 to the downside though, but we had another nice little push to the upside. Starting to see that red dot form there on the 21-hour too as well, trying to hold support above the 13 EMA. And as we start to zoom out, this is where things kind of just get a little more unsure of themselves, and we'll have to kind of consider probably some more sideways action too, just because it looked like some of the mid time frames were probably going to end up retracing just a little bit, but we're gonna have to wait for the higher time frames to maybe decide a clear direction on what they want to do. And so money flow looking good, looking okay here on the 1 hour. On the 1 day, it's kind of moving sideways for the most part as of right now. And then also our blue wave giving us that red dot there, kind of retracing down just a tad bit. And then also we're seeing the, we have an extended bull count here on the daily too as well, but it's nothing to be too overzealous about or too bullish about just yet. Our momentum wave is still kind of moving down to the bottom side. It did look like we wanted to put in a green dot, but didn't quite get that yet. Our VWAP is still clipping down to the bottom side too as well. Let's go on into our 2-day time frame. And I do want to tell you about our Discord server that is available to the public. You can find the link in the description box if you want to join our Discord server. But then obviously if you want to trade with us, we do have private categories on that Discord server. So you need to be signed up through the Patreon page in order to access those private categories on the Discord server to trade with us. But you're welcome to come in there and ask questions to the community members and share your thoughts and things on the markets as well too. And then also we have our Telegram announcements page, which is available. And usually I'll do updates on news articles, things I'm seeing on the charts, when I post videos, if I'm running any specials as well too. So join us in the Telegram announcements page. That is available for free and available to the public as well. And then also we use the Market Cipher, or we use the premium plan for TradingView. If you are using Market Cipher, I would at least recommend that you have the Pro or the Pro Plus plan. It just allows you to have a few more indicators on the screen, such as our buy and sell signals, which is a custom parameter signal that I teach you how to set up inside of the Patreon page. And then also we have our Aldo EMAs, which is a custom EMA indicator using a custom Pine script code too as well that I give you inside of the Patreon page as well. So I pretty much tell you how I set up my charts. There's about 20 to 25 different private videos inside of the Patreon page, and giving you a bunch of information on how I set up my charts, and going over some altcoins that I'm looking at too as well. So looking at the 2-day here, definitely seeing some kind of topping out just a tad bit. Imperfect 9 at the top here could send us down a little bit lower, but we're still gonna have to wait to see how this wants to play out. Let's look at the 3-day. 3-day time frame, giving us a nice little buy signal there, maybe getting ready for that red dot relatively soon. And then I think that that's pretty much the most that's played out here on these time frames as well. I'll have to run back through some of the other higher time frames too, but still seeing these aggressive 13s to the downside. That was on the 4-day. So we still have this one here, but we could probably indicate a red dot coming in pretty soon. Money flow still looking really nice though. I wouldn't bank on any huge retracements just yet, but we could definitely start to see some sideways action, possibly coming all the way back down to retest 10.5K, which is a possibility. We're probably going to be somewhere in between these two areas for a while, within the 12K and 10.5K area. So definitely some key areas to keep a close eye on. And with that being said, everyone, I want to thank y'all for coming back to the channel. I just wanted to reference a few more sites if y'all are interested. We have the Trading Bots program. It is available if you're interested in setting up your own trading bot. I would definitely recommend 3 commas. And then if you want to buy and store your crypto safely, would recommend a ledger. Not your keys, not your coins. Remember that. Bybit is a leverage exchange that we like to use. So is Prime XBT, Femex. Y'all can check those in the link in the description box below. And then if you want to earn some passive income inside of the crypto space, check out the Brave browser. And then you can start mining Bitcoin straight from the other web browser, CryptoTab browser too as well. when your computer is you're not working on it pretty much. So check out those if you want to earn some passive income inside of the crypto space. I talk about all these different things inside of the Path to Cryptocurrency course. So feel free to sign up. Early bird special is going on right now. Or if you just want to trade with us, join us in the Patreon page. 35% off special is going on right now too as well. And with that being said, everyone, I think we're done. I'll see y'all later this weekend. If not, I'll be posting private videos for my Patreon members. And until further ado, CTO signing out. Peace.